Hey, Pet Boss Nation community. I'm here today with my podcasting microphone and some special guests. Maddie and Amanda, we'll get to your introductions here in just a second, but I thought it was interesting is that we have to acknowledge what is going on in all of our lives right now, and actually probably everybody who's our entire viewership and listenership of the room here is that we are dealing with bad weather. Oh my gosh. I know. Trying to record a podcast live, and then all of us, I think, having some weather issues. What's going on with you, Maddie?
Yeah, it is downpouring and just rainy, and all I can hear is it thudding on my top of my roof. So hopefully it doesn't come through the audio, though.
No, I think we're good. And Amanda, how about you? You've got some power outages maybe, or what's going on? I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm down here in Alabama. So snow for us, I'm down on the bay in Mobile, not like in Birmingham area where they regularly get snow. But today we had a cold snap and there is like black ice everywhere. We don't know how to operate when it gets below like 40 degrees. And so, yeah, it's freezing. You can't walk your dog. It's like being on ice skates out there because it's rain and then frozen. So it's gross out there, but it's cold. We finally got some cold weather. It feels like winter.
Yes. Yeah, I know I've got snow. I can't even go out this door here because there's so much snow and it's frozen. So for those of you joining us live, I want to hear what the weather's like for you. We're just warming up the room here a little bit as we get started. So let me know in the chat who's with us. Let us know what the weather's like where you are, how it's impacted your business. Today we've got something fun happening at Pet Boss Nation. We are doing a live recording of our podcast, the Boss Your Business podcast. This is episode 114, and we are going to get started very soon on kicking things off on that recording. So today I have some co-hosts with me. We have Maddie and Amanda, and they are on our team here at Pet Boss Nation. And when I thought about what I wanted to talk about on this next podcast episode, it was about how we can maximize momentum, okay, in our businesses and in our lives, and changes that we're making to the Pet Boss Club to help our members maximize momentum. So we figured, why not go ahead and do like a live podcast recording of it to share it with you guys. So I don't know if those of you that are watching have ever participated in a live podcast recording. I mean, I haven't. Personally, I know sometimes you can go to special events, or you might be sitting in the room listening. Have any of you participated in like a live podcast?
I haven't. I think this is fun though. Yeah. It's exciting.
I know, like who knows what's going to happen, right?
Who knows what's gonna? And thank God we have a great editor that's gonna fix up anything that we mess up.
Right. Anything that we mess up. That's right. All right. This person here is saying it's 70 degrees in Sarasota, Florida. Oh man, looks like like for me, I looked at my thermostat this week and it was like negative 18. I couldn't believe it. I have pictures to prove it. So negative 18. So it's Paula's here with us. Tracy's here with us. She just got done with the blizzard. Now Arctic temps. Yeah. Elaine's never participated in the podcast. Okay, cool. So what I wanted to do is just kind of chat with y'all here to get you going here to tell you what's going on. So like I said, we're doing a live episode recording for the Boss Your Business podcast. If you do not listen to the podcast, you absolutely should. Okay. So you can get it on any streaming platform, Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, really anywhere. And if you want to visit petboss.com/podcast, that will take you directly to our website that has the landing page with a bunch of links on where you could listen to it. And you can actually listen to it directly on that website. So let me know in the comments if you are a podcast listener of the Boss Your Business podcast. And I wanted to share that what we get sometimes is people are like, I don't pay for Spotify. Like I don't have a Spotify subscription, or I don't have an iPhone. How can I listen? And so one of the easiest ways is just to go to our website at petboss.com/podcast. And all the episodes are listed right there, and you can listen right there in that player. Okay. So I'm looking at this. I'm realizing that we're going to record episode 114 today. And I was like, oh my gosh, how do we get to 114 episodes already?
It is crazy. Where has all the episodes gone? It's crazy. 114 is a lot of episodes.
A lot of episodes. And it is. We're in season 3 here. We've kicked it off this year. And so what's going to happen, I love Paula is saying, avid, listener, definitely a podcast listener. She loves it. Awesome. So we are going to be recording our episode 114. We're going to get started here in just a second. And it's about maximizing momentum in your businesses and how we in the Pet Boss Club, which is our signature group coaching program, are maximizing the year ahead with our members. And so we're going to share that all with you. And what'll happen is when you engage with us in the comments, maybe you'll get a shout out, because then what'll happen is that'll make it into our actual podcast recording. Okay. So you can go and listen to this episode. This one is going to air, I think, on January 28th. It should come out on January 28th. So in a couple weeks. Look at us getting ahead, guys. We're getting ahead. We're getting ahead. And so it'll air on January 28th. And so you might hear about it right there. Okay. Awesome. All right. So what's going to happen, everybody, is that we're going to hit record. Well, we're already recording technically, but this is what I tell all my guests when I have guests on, is I was like, okay, we need to turn our do not disturbs on. We've already done that step. Now we want to remind our guests that, like Amanda's already mentioned, that we do have an amazing podcast editor who can listen to things. So if we maybe go off topic, we can always edit that out, right? Or edit it down. If we mess up our words, that's okay. Sometimes when I'm recording my podcast, I'm literally like, Sarah, delete everything I just said. I like talk to our podcast editor like she's in the room with me. And or I remember even the days of when, like, the coming back from maternity leave, I was like, I can't think. I'm so tired. My brain's not working. And then there were just minutes and minutes of like dead time, dead space. But so guests, Maddie and Amanda, don't worry. We've got you covered. We're going to make you sound amazing after this. Don't worry. And actually, even I share all of this because I know we've got listeners here who maybe want to be on our podcast someday, right? But maybe they're nervous about being a guest, or who knows. So I hope if you're listening that you will consider, maybe being on our podcast in the future. Okay. So then what we'll do is, once we get started, what'll happen is I record an intro. All right. So I'll do that after, because I have to set up this podcast episode, since this is a live stream we're taking from Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and everywhere. And I'll do that pre-recording, and then we go right into the intro music. All right. And so where we pick up is after that intro music, and I'll be welcoming the guests on and talking about what we're talking about today, which is maximizing momentum. All right. Ladies, are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Awesome. Okay. Let me take my drink of water. Here we go. I also like to look at the clock. Okay. We're at 10 minutes in. Here we go. All right. Let me know in the audience. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Let me know in the comments. Are you ready? Are you ready? The drum roll. Are you ready? All right. Today is a special episode. We are here on the Boss Your Business podcast, episode 114, with some amazing guests, some of my favorite people actually in the world, and they're on my team, and that is Maddie Shutts and Amanda Nelson. Welcome to this podcast episode.
So happy to be here. Excited to be here. How are you, Candace?
I'm excited. I don't normally interview two people, so now I'm realizing that they probably don't want to speak over each other. I'll have to be real specific. And hey, Amanda. Hey, Maddie. Right? Here we go. We're learning lessons already in this podcast. So yes, Amanda, welcome to the show. How about Maddie? Are you excited to be here today?
I am very excited to be here.
See, Maddie is our creative director at Pet Boss Nation, and she really has her hand in so many things, right? You help with planning some of our content. You look at how we present ourselves online on our websites and our membership portal, what that user experience is like. You helped craft so much of our brand elements and design elements and aesthetics. And you've been with us for many, many years here at Pet Boss Nation. You're like part of our family completely. And I'm glad to have you here today because you're going to be talking about a piece of our membership that you've helped me kind of think through and strategize with. And we're going to talk about that soon. I'm curious I want to ask you though, because the theme of this episode is maximizing momentum. We need to maximize momentum in our personal lives, maximize momentum in our businesses, and we are maximizing momentum for our Pet Boss Club members in 2024 here, because when we look at like why people either aren't taking action or leave the program or feel like, they've bought this thing, they don't know where to start, they might decide that it's not good for them anymore, right? It's not the right fit for them anymore. And I hate that when that happens because I know that the programs and solutions that we offer at Pet Boss Nation can really help them in their businesses. And you have been through our programs too, and now you help develop them. And so when we thought about, well, how can we help our members maximize momentum? That was a real focus for us this year, to think about how can we help them gain some traction and remove that overwhelm. And so I want to ask you what you do in your life to help maximize momentum. Because you run a business, Modern Companion. So I'm going to let you take it from here. I know I've talked a lot already, but I'm going to let you take it from here and tell us how when you think about like how you get going when things just feel like a little overwhelming.
Yeah. And anyone that knows me, I juggle a lot of things and I do a lot of things, and I do indeed get overwhelmed. But what I've learned is that I can't do this business alone. And listening to others, whether that's within the community, whether that's through my team or through my customers, is really what keeps me going. And even when times are tough, it just having those people to communicate with, it's like, it's my family, whether it's my own family or this community we have through Pet Boss or outside of it in my own hometown. It's really important. And I think that's what keeps me going.
Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to think of what it is when I am like down in some ruts, or if I feel like I just can't gain traction or I don't know what to do. I'm same. Like I need to connect to people. I need to talk to the team more, or I need to talk to like get outside of my own head and just connect with people. I need that too. Amanda, we've got you here with us as well in the room. Amanda is our client success manager and community manager, which really means that she's got her hands in all things online communities with our Pet Boss Club members and on our social media. Amanda, how about you? What does maximizing momentum mean for you, and how do you get there?
It's a great question. When you mentioned that you wanted us to kind of put some thought into what that looks like, I was like, that's a really great question. And the more I thought about it, the more I really realized for me, it's the accountability factor. When I say I'm going to do something, it's very important to me, whether it's in my personal life with like my husband and my house and, what I said I was going to do, I did. But it's also just as applicable to what I do in Pet Boss Nation and in my business, is to make sure that if I say I'm going to deliver, I'm going to do it, and having a community of people that hold me accountable to that. Now, you said you were going to have that done by today. Is it going to be done? Is what really keeps me motivated to continue to have that momentum in all areas of my life. It's just that accountability factor of whether it's my husband or it's the team or, whoever it is, to hold me accountable to do the things that I said I'm going to do. It really does push me and propel me forward more.
I love that. And I want to know from our listeners here, the live listeners on our episode here in the room, how do you keep momentum? Maybe we'll give some shout outs here in the room. How do you keep momentum going? Amanda, I love that when you say you're going to do it, you do it, you have to do it. I, on the other hand, have lived a lot of my life just being a yes woman. And yes, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it, which is like never attainable. It really isn't. And they're laughing. Y'all see them laughing or hear them laughing on this episode. Yes, they know that, oh, Candace has said she's going to get it done. Let's see, It's kind of how it happens, which is why I need my team too. I need you guys here by my side. So it's just so interesting how we're all, we can all be so different on what keeps us motivated. Tanya here says that she writes everything down. That helps her gain momentum. So seeing it on paper, seeing the goals, seeing the strategies that you can implement that still need to get done. That's a great technique too. All right. So what I want to talk about now is how we continue to help our Pet Boss Club members gain momentum, because inside, what's happening right now during the month of January is that our Pet Boss Club membership is open for the whole month, and we are welcoming new members in. And what's going to happen is that starting February, I think February 5th is the first day, but beginning in February, we are going to kick off some new elements inside the Pet Boss Club. And that's what we wanted to come here and talk to you about today, because by the time people are listening to this episode, we only have a couple days left to join us in the Pet Boss Club. If you're watching right now on the live stream and participating in this live recording, I know we've got members here. Please, let us know if you're a member in the comments, or if you want to learn more, go ahead and visit petbossclub.com and join, because then you're going to get access to these things that we are going to talk about to help you keep maximizing that momentum, to help you keep making progress. And like I said earlier, when we thought about what prevents people from taking action, everybody joins the Pet Boss Club for a reason, right? There's something that you want in your life or in your business, and it might be more money, more time, getting some of your time back. It might be some more personal fulfillment. Maybe you're feeling alone in your business. Like, there are reasons that people join. And then what happens is it'll be like, I don't have time. I don't have time for this thing that I said was really important to me. And we want to stop that. We want to help you reach your goals and make progress. So Maddie, you and I sat down and had a lengthy meeting about how we can do that. And I want you to share about what we came up with.
Yeah, so the Pet Boss Club obviously has a lot to offer. And I mean a lot to offer. And we're really excited to introduce these sprints that are exclusive to the club members. And these sprints are structured and are designed by us to prevent new members from feeling very overwhelmed, and also to really re-engage our current members and really zone in on accountability. And these sprints will offer knowledge via live training, Q&As, plus these manageable weekly goals that will really own in on that accountability. And this allows us to really enhance that member experience and ensure that everyone benefits from our resources and grows their pet business effectively. And each sprint will be unique and different themes and focuses, and the lengths will vary depending on the topic. So we're really, really excited for this.
Yeah. I feel like, so we already have this rhythm. Like you already mentioned this, like we do a lot in the club. So I do live Q&As. I'm actually going to be tapping into our team more to do some live Q&As throughout the year with our members. We have our Facebook group. We have guest experts that come and share. Like right now we've got a guest expert. Veronica Yans is coming to talk about productivity and how to, use our time more efficiently. Matt Aldrich is coming to talk about Google business profiles in February. So we have all these other topics, plus our co-working sessions. There's so much going on. But what we realized is we were like, we have all this amazing content. We have to break it down, and we have to help people have these little mini wins, because any action is still action and progress. So what we need to do is we're going to hone in, like you just said, we're going to take these specific topics that we know are important to our members and walk through these mini little courses with them. It's going to be great. So this first one, this is where you guys, when I just said, I'm the idea, I'm this is what we're going to do. It's always a lot. It's always a lot. And so I've drafted up my syllabus for our members for our first sprint, my 6-week sprint. And I'm here it is, Maddie, what do you think? And she's so I think that your lesson 1 could probably be a full 6-week thing. right? And so what Maddie and I, we did is we like combed through the whole thing and we broke it all down. And so now it's a really manageable first kind of kickoff, right? It's our club Kickstarter sprint. Can you talk more about what we are going to be doing with our members in February?
Yeah, so this sprint is specifically designed to guide members through practical steps and strategies that are crucial for the membership. And I'm really excited about this sprint because it's a great starting point for all members and offers that direction without that overwhelmed. And each week will include a live session and explaining the topic, and then we'll provide a resource guide detailing everything discussed and where you can find it in our portal, as well as a short, very short homework assignment, and then a chance to recap on the topic with a live Q&A. And we made these lessons very short. So week one, we're really focusing on understanding personal motivations of why members join our club and recognize what's really at stake, as well as providing an overview of our club offerings. And then week two, we're focusing on guiding members through our portal, showing how easily to navigate, as well as highlighting key trainings and tools that we feel like every pet business, no matter what stage you're in, needs to watch. We have, I think, over like 300, 400 resources and videos Candace has over the years, and we're picking just like 5. So, and really good ones that we really want our club members to watch.
Yeah, because it can be overwhelming. Like when people join, they're like, they get access to this portal and it's like, bam, it is like a business. It's like an MBA for your small business, and it can be overwhelming to know where to go. And so we're going to say, don't watch that training about, I don't know, how to play bingo with your customers. We need you to watch this training about money management and cash flow right now, right? That would be one of the first ones, at least from my perspective. I know every business needs to watch. So this will be a targeted place where no matter where you are in your business, these are the one videos you need to watch and actually even rewatch. For members who haven't seen them in a while, it'll be a great to reset for the year ahead.
Yeah. It's very hard for us to pick, but we're picking them. And then so week number 3, we're really focusing on covering effective ways to use our Facebook groups and how to really engage and share within our community that will set you up for success. And then week 4, we'll be talking about our very popular monthly marketing planners and how to plan and strategize them without feeling overwhelmed by all of the choices that they have. And then week 5, we're talking about Canva and Google templates. We have hundreds of Canva and ready-to-use templates that our Pet Boss Club members can swipe easily and use in their business. And we're really owning in on the benefits of these Canva and Google templates, and we'll provide some practical tips and best practices on how to use those. And which is my personal favorite is all of the Canva templates that we have.
Yeah, and I think that we do have so many great resources, but the people can get hung up on the tech side of it because if they're not familiar with it. So we'll be doing more to help our members really understand how to use the software if they haven't really used it yet.
And lastly, in week 6, we'll be discussing the importance of a mindset, habits, and routine. So we'll be offering this really cool CEO schedule template that'll allow our club members to identify and fill really the gaps in their pet business practices and set them up for more success in the club. So I'm really excited about this. I think this is going to be a great opportunity for anyone in the club, whether you're going to be a new member or you're already existing.
Yes. And I agree. And I love what it'll do for us too, is create kind of that onboarding roadmap to help new members that we can. So we're making something here now that any member can jump in and rewatch replays at any point. And to get reconnected on priorities, because it's so easy to just get pulled in a million directions and we're, your own businesses too. And so this will be a great onboarding process for our members. Thanks so much for sharing all that, Maddie. I can't wait.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
One of the other things that we'll be doing is rolling out our Make It Happen Mondays and our High Five Fridays, right? Make It Happen Mondays are where we are going to have our Pet Boss Club members filling out the weekly action plan. Okay, so this is a 1-page template that you are all going to be getting. We'll be introducing it to you this week, and then we're going to play around with it next week so that you guys are ready to rock and roll with it inside the membership. And this Make It Happen weekly action plan will help you identify your top 3 priorities. Okay, I have some key questions that I like to ask to help you focus on how you keep the main thing so that you're moving towards the goals that you said were your priorities when you joined the Pet Boss Club membership and asked for help, right? You are choosing to be in this business mentoring program. You want help, you want guidance, you want resources, and that's why you're here. And so we're going to give it to you, and we're going to try to bring more accountability this year. And this weekly action plan will help you do that. So you'll identify your top 3 priorities. There's some room for some other tasks. You have a spot to think about what is going to be your Pet Boss Club to do. Maybe it's just watching that little mini sprint exercise or coming to the discussion to learn how to improve your skill set. Okay, so you'll have a place where you can highlight what it is you want to focus on inside your membership. There's some room to fill out the whole week and other priorities, as well as you can even give yourself some gold stars, right? Fill in the gold stars to track your progress and celebrate your wins. So this little action sheet will allow our members to fill it out and to share with us, if they so choose, what it is that they are working on. And I am just excited about this because it helps us, myself as a business coach, and our team and us really understand what our clients are working on and provide a sense of accountability, and where they can share and inspire each other too by sharing what they're working on. Then on Fridays, they can get a high five by giving us an update. Did they get anything done? Right? Remember, slow progress is still progress. Any action is still action. So we want updates on how our members have done. And then here's the fun part. Once a month, I'll go through and look at all these submissions, and I'm going to pull some winners to give away prizes. Okay, so you get rewarded when you take action in your business. Okay, we'll give away some fun things. Okay, so that's the weekly action plan. Make It Happen Mondays, High Five Fridays. Get ready for those coming to you soon in the Pet Boss Club. Then we've got, I love it, Elaine saying, because of your guidance, I am reaching all my goals. Yes, thank you, Lainey. And Tanya saying again that she really loves the sprint idea. That's fantastic. Awesome. All right, cool. So Amanda, you are kind of got this next, the next thing that we're going to be really kind of leaning in towards more for our members. And that is this community accountability. And this is a perfect time to talk about this because we also just had a comment on the live stream that from Tanya as well that says, I love how everyone helps each other in the Facebook group. And our community is like no other community, I feel like, around for the pet industry. Tell us more.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It is so inspiring for me to get to work inside of our Facebook group and for the club members. There has never been a more supportive and encouraging group of people. I find myself, I don't own personally a pet business, but every time I log in, I read through the comments or I get to see the celebrations. I'm like, I mean, this is so inspiring. There is never a more supportive and encouraging and want to help each other grow so much. I mean, we're seeing them in the comments. People absolutely love the Facebook group because it is a community. People genuinely want to help each other succeed. It's just such a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I agree. And that's crazy to think that it's not 7 years. It's been 7 years now in the making. So not only do people get access to, connecting right now, but they've got all that history to go into too and research. This group is awesome. And you have really stepped up and helped and ensure that our members feel supported and featured, right? Part of your role is pulling out client wins and successes. Tell us more about that.
Yes, it's my favorite part of my job, if I'm being honest, because it requires that I get to go through and stalk everybody's cool businesses and see what they're doing, see what their wins are. So if you're a Pet Boss Club member or you're thinking about joining and you're listening to this, please make sure that you brag about your business in our Facebook group, because I love to read them and pull those out and use those for celebration. So whether it's you set up a brand new display that you're really proud of, or you have a community event, or you're hitting an incredible revenue goal, make sure you share those with us, because I genuinely love pulling those and finding fun pictures from your business, just to encourage everyone to keep going. And you can see in the comments when we share those highlights of club members, people are genuinely so excited and proud of everyone and their successes. So I love to pull those. Those are so fun.
Yeah, well, our High Five Fridays will start to help you find some more of those
Yes.
wins. So if you are listening right now and you're a Pet Boss Club member, we want you to share your wins. I love that. Go ahead and brag. All right. So why is it that you think that people participate in a group like this? And what benefits do they get in it?
It's a great question. So, of course, there's always going to be that support element. If you have questions, there are people in all different stages of their business. And so, someone who is been in business for the past, 10 years has a lot of insight to offer a business that's just getting off the ground or is trying to, open a new location even. So, there's a lot to gain in terms of knowledge and support. People go in there and ask all the time, what's a new POS system that I should use? Or how do I hire a new employee? And all those things are inside of the club. But I feel like with the community and the resources that we offer inside of the portal that the club members have access to, it's really just the best combination for support and knowledge. And it's just the perfect little capsule of places to learn all the fun things. You also get that new and increased, I feel like, confidence when you talk to other people that are in the pet industry, that are in your niche, that are also in the trenches alongside of you, encouraging you, but also telling you, hey, you're doing a lot better than you think you are. I think it's very common as people are solo entrepreneurs doing pet businesses for the very first time, or they're just a one woman or one man show. It's very easy to feel isolated. And I think that the community really gives people that confidence to know, like, you have a team behind you. And there's that sense of belonging of, we're really rooting you on and we're here to support you. So, and then of course you have like the added benefit of like, you're gaining all the knowledge and skills from all these amazing people who are along the journey with you.
Yes. I mean, those are some reasons right there to join us in the Pet Boss Club.
Right.
If you're not a member, I mean, that sounds amazing. Sign me up. I love it. So how can being in a peer group help with accountability and growth? Because I feel like we get that question a lot. Like, everybody wants accountability, but then when you try to offer accountability, it's like pulling teeth to get people to do stuff. So I'm really hoping we have high hopes for our sprints and these weekly action plans and a strong sense of accountability in our group. Can you talk more about that?
Yeah, sure. So I think that so many people use the club Facebook group as a place to get that feedback. So you're constantly receiving that constructive feedback of, like, if you are launching a new product, we have people that go on there and say, hey, I have 4 options that I have to choose from for my packaging. Which one do you like best? And it is not uncommon for a couple of weeks down the road for one of the club members to go back on that thread and say, hey, what'd you end up picking? There's that accountability of follow up. There's that accountability of, hey, did you do that big sale you were telling us you were going to do? How did it go? So I feel like that constructive feedback really holds people accountable to showing up and following through. And of course, you have me that's always like, hey, how did that go? I want to see pictures. Can we share your photos? So I think that follow up and that feedback that you get, holds a lot of people accountable. I also think the role models that actually show up and show out and brag and I hate to say brag because there's a negative connotation there, but they really share their growth. I think it holds people to feel like, I want to show up like they're showing up. I want to be a leader like they're a leader. And it pushes people to be more accountable. And then I also feel like there's that positive peer pressure factor too. Peer pressure sounds scary for a lot. If you were anything like I was in high school, peer pressure is real. But I think in the club, it's a positive experience because we all want each other to grow, and so there's that higher level of like, make sure you're following through with what you said you were going to follow through with, which ties back to what I started in the very beginning of this recording. Is that is a way to keep the momentum going, is to have that accountability of someone in your ear going, you can do it and you should do it. And did you do it?
That's right. Wow. Oh my gosh. This has been such a great discussion today. I know that like a way to bring it and tie it all the way back up to that momentum piece, Amanda. Thanks for sharing that.
Absolutely.
Our listeners here live as well as on our podcast episode, I want to recap for you what we've discussed today is that, maximizing momentum that's in front of you is critical and important. And the way that you can maximize momentum is by streamlining your efforts, being around a peer group and getting some accountability. And so what we've talked about with you today is the 3 ways that we at Pet Boss Nation are going to be supporting our club members in the new year here in 2024 through the new sprint ideas, right? These 4 to 6 week sprints that we will be theming out, breaking down, and helping our members take action with mini lessons, mini homework assignments, and a Q&A discussion specifically about how it's working for them and their specific business needs, okay? So you're going to see multiple sprints throughout the whole year. The first one coming up is our Kickstarter for club members to really maximize their membership. It'll be great for brand new members as well as existing members who want to get reactivated, realigned with their goals, okay? So way to get some momentum is by participating in these sprints, okay? The second way that you will maximize momentum in your business is by having a weekly action plan. So if you are in the Pet Boss Club, you are now going to have our Make It Happen action plan sheets that you will fill out once a week and share with us, hopefully, so that we can be part of your team with you, be cheering you on and supporting you through that. These weekly action sheets will help you really see momentum from week to week to week to week and building upon each other, that momentum building and building and building throughout the whole year so that your business a year from now can look totally different than it is in this moment. All right. And then you have a group, this amazing community of accountability that Amanda was just sharing about. And I love some of the things that you said there, Amanda, about how, you have this sense of belonging. You're part of this group. You're seeing other leaders. You're seeing other role models. You're envisioning yourself getting back to that community, to the community in that way as well. And really increasing your confidence and your skill set by taking all these things we teach and having that community behind you. So lots of amazing things are happening. I know Lainey has just said here in the comments that her investment this month alone of the $199 it is has profited her more than $2,000 in sales and is only halfway through the month. Hell yeah, lady. I was so hesitant to join thinking that she couldn't afford it. And now I can't not afford it to not be in the club. So we love that you've had that success, Lainey. But Lainey, this doesn't just happen. Okay. Lainey shows up to trainings. Lainey takes action. Lainey does what we say. She's not living in fear. She might have some fear, but she's also like, I am in the room with the people who understand what I'm supposed to do, and I'm going to do what they say. And she does, and she takes action. So Lainey, thank you for sharing that it is like a part of what we teach, but it's also, I love your habits, your strength, and your willingness to grow your business. Great job. So we have an opportunity for all of you here is that if you're a Pet Boss Club member, we want you to get into action. Okay. We want you to stay into action. We want you to make progress. We're here to support you. If you're not sure what that looks like, show up to our trainings, reach out to the team, and we will help support you. If you are not a Pet Boss Club member, you have an opportunity right now to join us. You can visit petbossclub.com and join monthly or yearly. Like Lainey's already mentioned, it's $199 a month, which could seem like a big expense to your business, depending on what stage you're at. But expensive compared to what, right? Expensive compared to maybe buying a PDF off of Etsy on how to, I don't know, plan your week. Yeah, that is expensive. But you know what? It's giving you so much more than that. You get this online portal full of business building resources, sales trainings, creative promotion ideas, templates to help you save time. And you get this amazing community and live coaching support as well. I love it. We've got people in the comments who are like, is this really live?
I just saw that.
Is this really live? This is a live podcast? That is something awesome. Yeah, this is live. We are live right now recording this podcast. We are streaming it onto Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn. And we are going to be pulling it apart, editing it down for our Boss Your Business podcast. So yes, you are at a live recording right now of that, as well as if you are not a listener of the Boss Your Business podcast, you can find it on all the streaming platforms like Spotify and Apple. And if you want to see all our episodes, you can visit petboss.com/podcast to get access to additional resources that we maybe mention on podcast episodes, as well as learn about all the things that we offer. We have a blog on our site. We have a lot of freebies and downloads, and you can learn more about the Pet Boss Club as well there too. So definitely visit petboss.com to get more connected to how to grow your pet business. So, all right. So we have an opportunity here for those of us that are listening in the room who are not part of the Pet Boss Club. The enrollment is currently open through the month of January. The Pet Boss Club is a one-stop shop for pet business owners who want to transform their businesses from a hobby to a bona fide business that runs smoothly and efficiently with or without you in the day-to-day involvement. I'll tell you, even though you might not think you're running your business like a hobby, there are parts of your business that you are doing that. I know it happens. I have worked with thousands of pet professionals. I've seen behind the scenes from a $10,000 business all the way up to a $5 million a year business. And I know that there are pieces of your business that are not optimized and not running smoothly and efficiently. So no matter what stage you're at in the game, we have resources to support you inside the Pet Boss Club, okay? This program's like nothing else out there. We have a variety of members from all the different niches. We have pet sitters, dog daycare owners, boarding facilities, product manufacturers, pet retailers, dog trainers. Lainey is a dog trainer. She's the one that just said, hey, at $199 a month, I have now made $2,000 this month. I mean, a lot of times people will say, hey, this business sounds like it's just for brick and mortar, or this program sounds like it's just for brick and mortar businesses. It's not true. It's really about how you adapt the content and what we teach and how you participate. I love it. Tanya is saying, join. Let's help grow each other. Yes, I love that. So you have an opportunity right now to join us, whether you're listening live or listening to the podcast. Visit petbossclub.com to learn more, to become a member, and to join us in this sprint. Any final words, Amanda and Maddie? I'll come to you, Amanda, first.
Please join us. We genuinely want to help you grow. We're so excited about the idea of you even being a part of our community. Like, I get so excited. Please join us. And if you have any questions, just like Candace said, please reach out. Anytime that you decide you're going to join a community, it can feel intimidating. So I feel like reach out if you have questions, but trust me, go to petbossclub.com. Everything you need to know is there, and I think you'll be sold. It's an amazing place to be.
Any party words from you, Maddie?
Yeah, I don't know how to go off of what Amanda just said, because that was pretty dang good.
Thanks, Maddie. You can say ditto.
Yeah, we would love everybody to be in the club. There's so much great resources, and Candace obviously is amazing, and we just hope that you join.
That's right. Thank you, Maddie. I love what I do. This is my life's work has now come from working on in the shop floor, grooming dogs myself too, and handling dogs at the doggy daycare. I've done the work at my pet businesses, and now I've made it to my life work to help other small businesses in the pet industry thrive and stay strong. So I cannot wait to get to help our members this year in 2024, as well as potentially, meet you, our listener, our viewer right now, who is interested in getting support like this inside the Pet Boss Club. So we can't wait to collaborate with you and work with you. All right, audience, on our podcast episode, this is a wrap for today. I cannot wait to continue sharing with you more on our next podcast episode 115. If you haven't had a chance yet, make sure that you subscribe to this podcast, because when you subscribe to the podcast, it actually raises awareness about the podcast. And I would love for you to leave us a review. So if you haven't done so yet, please leave us a review, because again, you will be able to help spread the word for other people who have pet businesses, to let them know about this amazing free resource, the Boss Your Business podcast. So we will see you soon on the next podcast episode. All right, everybody, that's it. Yeah, we did it.
I'm so proud of us.
I'm proud of us too. I'm like, I kind of went a little long. I know they like to try to keep it to a certain amount of time, but it's not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, yeah. Maria's here. She's giving us a heart and some love. Great. Thank you, Maria. We got way to go in the comments. Awesome. All right, guys. I hope this was fun. I mean, I really enjoyed this. This should maybe become a regular thing, I feel like. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun. Did you have a good time?
Maddie, did you have a good time?
Yes, ma'am. Wasn't sure how this would go, but I think it went good.
Yeah, I think it did too.
Did good too. We're getting lots of love in the comments. It was so fun. That was amazing. Yeah, lots of great stuff. So I would love to thank you, Maddie, and thank you, Amanda, for being here today. And to the viewers watching with us, you as well. You're not getting away from this right now. If you need help in your pet business, you need to join us in the Pet Boss Club too. All right. The clock's ticking. It's January 16th. Let's think about that. Where will your business be a year from now? Heck, where will your business be a month from now? Will you still be like staying the same, or will you be growing your business? We have the resources to support you. So I hope to see you there. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. We will see you very soon on our next live or in that side of the Pet Boss Club. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.